The rain poured down relentlessly that morning, soaking the bustling streets of the city, as if the heavens themselves knew the heartbreak that was about to unfold. Ethan Hartley, a young man dressed in a simple coat and worn shoes, hurried along the cobblestone lane, his heart heavier than the storm clouds above. To anyone watching, he was just another stranger in the crowd, a struggling soul invisible amid the chaos of life, but the truth was far more complicated. Ethan was a millionaire in disguise, hiding the opulence of his true identity behind a mask of poverty. He had always believed that wealth could never buy love, and today he was determined to test that theory. If you believe in kindness and second chances, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to DRAMEXSTORY, because stories like these remind us why heart matters more than riches. Ethan had met Amelia Bennett a week earlier at the bustling cafe where she worked. Amelia was the kind of person whose smile could light up the darkest of rooms. Her hair, chestnut and wavy, framed a face that seemed to glow even in the dim light of early morning, and her eyes, a gentle hazel, carried warmth that made people feel instantly at ease. She was young, no more than 27, with a humble charm that drew Ethan in from the moment he first saw her balancing trays with effortless grace. But Amelia's world was one of hard work and quiet sacrifice. She had no time for games or fantasies. Ethan had approached her as a regular customer, asking for the smallest things, a cup of coffee, a pastry, and complimenting her sincerely, yet anonymously. He wanted to know Amelia without the influence of his wealth. But the day he mustered the courage to reveal his feelings, hoping that maybe she could see past his humble appearance to the heart beneath, Amelia had rejected him outright. She didn't care about riches, but she also didn't trust someone who seemed too eager, too polished for her reality. The sting of rejection was sharp, piercing Ethan in ways money had never shielded him from. For the first time in his life, he felt powerless, exposed, and deeply human. Over the following days, Ethan wandered through the city, watching Amelia interact with the people around her, her laughter echoing through the cafe, her hands deftly serving customers, her kindness touching the lives of those who barely noticed it. He realized that what he had mistaken for indifference was her quiet strength. Amelia had a heart so vast that she gave to everyone without asking for anything in return. And in that selfless glow, Ethan found himself captivated anew, not by her beauty alone, but by the way she saw the world and the goodness she brought into it. It was on a grey, windy afternoon that fate intervened. Ethan had accidentally spilled coffee on an elderly man crossing the street. He panicked, unsure how to handle the situation, when Amelia appeared, towel in hand, greeting him with gentle insistence. "It's okay, accidents happen," she said, her voice steady and kind, her eyes filled with understanding rather than judgment. That moment cracked something inside Ethan. He realized that kindness was not a gesture. It was a force that could change hearts, reshape lives, and perhaps heal his own wounds. Determined to prove himself without the weight of wealth, Ethan began volunteering at the cafe, helping wherever he could, cleaning tables, carrying groceries, even taking the late-night shifts Amelia often struggled to cover. Slowly, through small acts of sincerity and perseverance, he began to earn Amelia's trust. She noticed the genuine effort behind his actions, the way he never expected reward or recognition. She began to smile at him in ways that hinted at the beginnings of friendship, and for Ethan, each smile was a fragile hope he dared to cling to. Weeks passed, and the bond between them deepened quietly. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the city skyline, casting golden reflections across the wet streets, Ethan finally decided it was time. He took Amelia to a quiet park, their favorite secret spot, where the flowers bent under droplets of rain and the air smelled of earth and renewal. He spoke from his heart, telling her of his past, his mistakes, and his longing to be someone worthy of her trust. Amelia listened, her eyes widening in disbelief as the truth unfolded. Ethan Hartley, the man she had once dismissed as another passerby, was in fact a wealthy entrepreneur who had never sought to impress her with riches. Amelia's hands trembled slightly as she reached for his, her voice soft but firm. "Ethan, I didn't reject you because of who you were or what you had," she said. "I rejected you because I needed to know that your heart was real, and now I see it is." In that moment, the storm within Ethan's chest settled. Tears, unbidden, rolled down his cheeks, mingling with the drizzle, as he realized that love had found him not through wealth, power, or pretense, but through patience, humility, and the quiet kindness of a woman who never gave up on seeing the good in people. If this story touched your heart, please engage with this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to DRAMEXSTORY so more people can witness the power of compassion and second chances. And as we celebrate the triumph of human kindness and courage, let us always remember, a simple act of generosity, a patient smile, or a selfless gesture can change the course of someone's life forever. For Ethan and Amelia, it wasn't money that brought them together. It was the courage to be vulnerable, the bravery to trust, and the enduring belief that a kind heart can heal even the deepest wounds. That day, under the soft patter of rain and the golden glow of a forgiving sun, two souls connected, proving that even in a world full of rejection and disappointment, love, kindness, and unwavering goodness can write a story far more precious than wealth ever could.